I hope I gotta bring this over first. Hold on. I'm always worried I'm gonna move this and then I'm just gonna see it go boom and just fall off the back of it. But this camera angle is literally it's perfect. It's right above the monitor, so it looks down. So I don't have to have my monitor super low, and it's not peering down on me. It's not like a this. So this is good. Uh, One problem is that it occasionally falls over. But yeah, I just kind of press the record button. It is January, February, March 4th, uh, Wednesday. Why am I? It was a good day though. March 4th. I took a trade. Let's get into it. Let's get into pre-market first. That's actually probably a better idea. When did I stop it? 9:18. Okay. Had class this morning. Uh, Went to go to the dining hall. Boom. And so I'm always walking back whenever I have class. I'm always getting back at like 9:20, between 9:20 and 9:30. Right? It depends on if we get let out on time. He's been a little bit better about that. And then how fast I can get through the dining hall and eat. Some days, boom, I scarf down all my food and then I'm back 9:20. Some days it's a little bit later. But coming into today, where's my Iptons? Oh, right here. This looks bullish to me, right? Because if I'm looking at like this is bullish, respecting bullish structure, boom, manipulated up, back down to discount, closing above this is like, damn, we are really bullish. Uh, continue to I'm looking to take longs to Monday high if we continue to close higher. If we start to disrespect bullish action, I'll be looking for possible retracements. Also, no Manny at the highs yet to take shorts. And so I loved longs coming into this. I ended up taking shorts actually, and then missing longs. Not really missing, but like hesitated on longs for some reason. Um, but I'm like, okay, boom, I had this range marked out. Okay, this is EQ. This is where the change in the state is. Boom, this range EQ. Really like that. So then market open, we're kind of in here. Boom. Until I saw it at market open, I'm like, oh wait, accumulate, manipulate, distribute. So now I'm like, oh, this is perfect for higher. I just do my model, right? I'm not taking this soup, changing the state. I need to retrace. So I'm eating this. They taste so good. I love these yogurt ones, although I doubt that how much of it's real yogurt because it's shelf stable. A little bit sketch. But I've just continued to yap for like 3 minutes. Yeah. But I'm like, okay, boom. Need a rebalance, but I'm like, if I see a rebalance, I really don't like longs anymore if we're down here in the EQ of this. And so I'm kind of like, okay, just sitting on my hands, boom, ripping it up or pushing higher. I'm like, yep, I didn't see anything. No turtle soup. Nothing for longs here. Probably I would have entered if this would have souped, this would have opened low. I would have entered, boom, targets at yesterday's Asia session or Monday's Asia session. Boom. I'm still waiting. Still haven't taken a trade yet. Big candle down. I'm like, okay, that's either an internal sweep to then push it higher, or this next candle is going to close below that, confirming that's manipulation to send it lower to rebalance that. I didn't see it at the time, but to rebalance this range. Actually, we did hit EQ, but we have this change in the state that was left untapped. Not that it needs to be tapped. Boom, this next candle closes deeply below. I'm like, okay, shorts are good here. What am I waiting for? Waiting for my model. I'm waiting for my in discount because I have manipulation. I have liquidity sweep. Okay, discount, fair swing. Alrighty, discount's right above there. Waiting for turtle soup, CISD. Boom. We have soup there and soup there. Fair value gap equals turtle soup. I think I had that yesterday too. Boom. Saw that sweep. I'm like, I want in because if shorts are the move, we're just gonna, this next candle is gonna open and we're either gonna kind of retrace and then dump it, or we're just gonna straight dump through the floor, right? So I entered on this next candle Bingo, got in right here. Literally, we retraced up a little bit, boom, and then this next candle just dumps it down. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm in here. My stop is at this soup tie, right? Because if we start closing back up here, if we get up here, okay, longs in the move. This was just a failure swing for shorts. Uh, and if I look at my P&L, I'm like, I only made only like $100. For some reason, because I'm doing like dynamic risk now, where I want to risk 250. So if I change this, boom, it tells me how many contracts to go in. To risk 250. Damn. So like that type of stop. But for some reason, the lot size was set on 2, so I entered with half the size. And so I was looking for a like 1 to 2, right? Because if I'm risking 200, 250, a 1 to 2 gets me to 500, which puts me right in that consistency zone for my eval. And so I'm like, okay, boom. If that's there, I want to target like a 1 to 8, I think was the exact number. A 1 to 8. Okay, that's kind of perfect for that. Take it all off there, boom, and then be done with the day. That's going to play a big part in missing the next trade. Was I was like, okay, I'm going to risk 250. I'm going to take this trade and I'm going to hit my consistency. So I can't take another trade, or else I'm going over the consistency and I'll need to trade another day. And so I entered there, enter with low size, and I'm like, darn. So kind of distributing, boom, getting a little bit slower, right? Retrace, I'm not scared, soup in that for value gap, still holding my stop. One of these just wicks it. Yeah, that one. First take profit hit. Boom. I'm out there, move stop to break even. Uh and then I'm like, okay, if we want to continue to go lower, I can see us coming down here. Boom. This is where I was eyeing for my runner. Uh, but then I'm like, okay, I think next candle, boom, took me out. And so I'm like, okay, well, I wanted to come into the day and only take one trade. Now I've made, not that it's nothing. Well, if you take what, how many days of the week can you trade? That's four, that's 5 times 4. So 20. 20 times 100 is 2K. If you take $100 profit every day, that's 2K. That's not nothing. Definitely not nothing. So I got stopped out there, and so I'm like, ah, darn. And so I'm kind of marking some stuff up. I'm seeing these big wicks. That kind of also scared me. But I'm like, okay, well, we put in the low, we swept the low, we manipulated the low right here, right? Market structure shift, changing the state right there. Okay. Boom. We keep sweeping it. So if we swept that, what do we want? Actually, we don't even. Oh no, we do sweep. I think we sweep this one more time. Yeah, we do. We took that candle high, so now looking for this next candle low. Bingo, got that soup. If we close above here, that's an order block. That's my liquidity sweep, right? A little bit less of a liquidity sweep, but it's my liquidity sweep, my manipulation, discount of this range. I didn't even have that marked out at the time. Discount of the range. That's a turtle soup, and then get above there, and that's change of state, right? Hello. There we go. And then I'm like, oh, when this happens, for or you start to realize this, but if we don't fully inverse it in this one and we close near the top, this next candle is either going to pop up wick and run down, or it's just going to print. Like it's ready to explode. And boom, there we go. Clean closure through. So if you're in a trade right here, that another thing that scared me off was like, okay, I would only take like so little cons, but like that's a 1 to 1.5. And then what? That's just to take the day's high. There's targets way above. Like, I don't know why I was so scared of taking longs here. I was checked out. That's the main thing, is that I was checked out of taking trades after this one. And I don't even know if there's been a day where I've taken like a short and then taken a long. There's not many days where I take two trades. There's not many days I take trades, anyways. But I don't know if there's ever been a day where I take shorts and then I take longs. Longs should have been the move. I should have, not should have, but if I missed this, I that would have been like screaming for me. It's just because I took and now I'm making excuses for myself, but that's how my mind was thinking of it. Okay, boom, just take one trade, get that consistency, boom, and we're good. No, no, no. We shouldn't be thinking about that. We should just be thinking about taking trades with dynamic size. It shouldn't matter that okay, take one trade and be done. That's usually what happens because I'm usually leaving around this time, but there was no reason to not take this besides just being kind of psyched out from the other trade. But then boom, we take that candle high. Okay, now what? Kind of close in, soup and that. If I don't get closure above there, I'm looking at those candles lows again. Bingo. Or discount, I mean. We're holding around here. Okay. Yep. We soup everything. We're holding 50% of that order block. Bingo. Take those highs. And since longs are the overall trend, so I say that in the two giant candles. No, we put in that, boom. That would be hard to hold through. No, wait. Would I have even been safe through that? I don't know. But would I have moved my stop? I might have moved my stop. At least that candle low. I don't know. Gotten stop break or took out most of my position, then got stopped, and then entered again, maybe? I don't know. Who knows? Then we just distribute upwards, I think. Yeah, we just kind of bingo, take that. But we kind of just continue going up. I mean, last couple of days, clean action. I don't know. I remember when action, when it literally used to be okay, boom, market open would sweep some side of liquidity. It would sweep London or Asia. Then we get the market structure shift down. We get a retrace, turtle soup, change the state, and then just run. Like that is so dumb clear that that's kind of what this is mimicking. But even it's kind of like in the fall, maybe pre-fall, end of summer, into the fall, where that would happen a lot. Where we'd okay, boom, market open, sweep something. These are just perfect 2022 models. And I'm like, holy crap. I missed out on a lot of that. But now learning that, okay, took a trade. It was literally yesterday where I was like, let's go to it. Where I'm like, yeah, literally right here. Granted, it's different because the change of state's so low, but that was fair value gap equals turtle soup right there. I'm not even, I wasn't even looking at that, right? But I took it today, right? I marked it out yesterday. I'm like, oh, that's something I need to pay attention for. And I did it today. A little bit different with how it's sitting, but that's another thing where okay, we took some lows, okay, we took some highs, we pushed back down into EQ. Okay, we're either going to sweep some internals and continue, or we're going to disrespect it and continue to the upside, right? As this would be a deep failure swing. But you don't see any of that bullish action in this. You see bearish action, which are like, okay, I know we're at least going to take the range low. That's another thing about trading those ranges is it's super hard for me because I'm not getting into the top. I'm not getting in here. Boom, sniper entries, catching the tops and bottoms. I'm waiting for my confirmation, my turtle soup change in the state. And that might be in the middle of this where TP1 is the range low. And so my stop is kind of wide, but I'm confident that it's going to take it before it tries to go for the other liquidity. And so that's kind of all I got for today. I literally did nothing yesterday. Damn, I really did do nothing. Yeah, it was raining. It was fine. I do have some more time than I thought before I go to the dining hall to get lunch. I hope they have the hot honey chicken again. That was really good. Uh, not really good. Dining hall food is kind of subjective with how it how it is. It's a lot of mid, but it's not like the averages are pretty up. Like you're finding some okay stuff most of the time. I'd say like 80, 85% of the time, there's okay stuff. There's not a lot of great stuff. Have I had anything that's like really, really good? The cheesecake, but that's not even like I don't even know. Uh, I'm just checking to see. Okay, so they don't have it. I don't even know why it's not showing up. But not a lot of good stuff. I'm just yapping at this point. Nobody's even gonna watch it this far. But I mean, yeah, it was not insanely clear as it can be, but sharpening my edge to where this is clearer. It's like I'm cleaning a window, right? Ooh, we're gonna get into the metaphor. It's like I'm it's like I'm cleaning a window, right? If you got a really dirty, really foggy, really whatever window, dirty window, you can't see through it that much, but it's still a window, right? You're supposed to be able to see out of it. But through taking these trades, back testing, well, I haven't really back tested in forever. I need to do another one of those. But through learning and sharpening your edge and cleaning it, you start to slowly see through it better. And it's not that the window changed, it's that your view on the window, your cleaning of the window changed how it act, not how it acts, but how you see it, right? Because a window's always going to be a window, regardless if it's dirty or it's clean. It's just uh how you perceive it to be, right? I don't even know if that made sense. And I'm lucky just yapping, so I gotta shut up and put this on YouTube and then do something. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna scroll, doom scroll again. Oh no.